I'd like to talk to you about when a firm might want to enter or exit a market. So let's start out with a competitive market. So we'll have the competitive market over here. And this will be our price. Here's our quantity. This is the market. So in the market, you're going to have a downward sloping demand curve, an upward sloping supply curve. If we are at equilibrium, we'll be right here. And this will be some price. Let's just choose a price just to make it a good example. Let's say the price is $10. And let's say we have a quantity of, let's say, 1,000. So we'll put our 1,000 right there. Now, we can't look at this diagram and see right off would this firm want to enter or exit. But let's take the $10, and this is our market price. So what's going to happen over here? So again, let's say this is our market. I'm going to put MKT for our market. And over here, we're going to have our firm. F-I-R-M, firm. So there's one little company. And this one little company sits in this market where I'm going to put a little q, and this is quantity. The reason I put a little q is, well, I'll put big Q for the whole market, and this is just one little tiny firm that has no market power. So this little tiny firm takes the market price. Oops, it doesn't look very horizontal, does it? It's going to be a horizontal line right at that market price. Okay, so I'm not the straightest line in the world, but we'll try. There's our $10. And then we have a marginal cost curve. There's marginal cost. There's our marginal revenue. So MR is marginal revenue. Marginal revenue means this company can take its product. Let's say it's a pharmaceutical company that's selling some drug at $10 each, and it's not a patented drug, it's off patent. So you have hundreds and hundreds of firms producing this product, or maybe a medical device. Same as every other company's medical device. So, competing on price, if they try to raise their price by anything to like $10.05, they don't sell anything. It's horizontal marginal revenue curve, which is the firm's demand curve. So I'll put D, demand. And so where the marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, that's where the firm wants to produce. Let's say there's 10 firms, so this firm, they're all the same. Let's say this firm produces 10 units of the product. And, or actually, if there's only 10 units of the product, what do we have? 100 firms. If each one's producing 10 units, 100 firms, we'd have 1,000 units. So obviously, if there's only 10 firms, that would only be 100 units. And I put 1,000 over there. So we have 100 companies that all look like this, all producing the same product. All of them want to take their $10 price over to where the marginal cost curve crosses right there, because you don't want to produce more than that, because over here it might cost $11. You can only sell it for 10. Don't do that. Now the question comes up. So now, secondly, now that we know how much to produce, this doesn't tell us whether the firm should exit or other firms should enter this market. Well, so what we want to do next is the price above average variable costs? Let's say the price is above average variable cost. Let's say average variable cost is right here. It's going to be a minimum point right here. That's our average variable cost. And as long as my price is above average variable cost, I'm going to be covering my variable costs. I'm going to lose my if I shut down, I lose my fixed costs until the long run when I can get out of the industry. And fixed costs would be things like the lease for the building that I'm using, other things like that. But if I can shut down, I don't have to pay for labor and things like that. So this company is producing, there's our average variable cost right there at this level of output of 10. So we want to stay open. But let's make it so this company is making losses, economic losses. It could make more money in the next best industry. So let's have, if that's true, we want our cost to be high. Not that we want high costs, but high costs just mean it's going to be more difficult to make a profit, especially at $10. So let's say my average cost of production, make a little prettier curve. So let's have it downward sloping, reaches a minimum right here on the average or the marginal cost curve. And there's my average total cost. Well, this output right here of 10, let's say my average variable cost, let's say is $9. $9 times 9 times 10 is $90 variable cost. 10 times 10 is my total revenue, $10 each. I sell 10 products at $10 each. Sounds like I just made $100. And obviously my output's a little small, and this could be in thousands. These quantities could all be in thousands. So, it's not very many industries are going to make it, $10, and this might be on a daily basis. Over here, let's make this average total cost $11. So what this means, let me switch colors right here. There. Okay. So my revenue, I'm going to put my revenue in green. So my revenue, as we just mentioned, is going to be this area right here. So this area right here is my total revenue. 10 times 10, I made $100. But let's take a look at our total cost. And our total cost, I'm going to put that in red, because costs make it, or at least some color of red. There. So my total costs, on average, it cost me $11 each times the 10. So my total cost, and I'll go this direction here. This whole area, the 11 times 10, is my total cost. Well, notice I have, let's put it in blue. Probably should put it in red for my loss, but my loss is this area right here. $1 each, I lose about $1 each, times 10 of them. So this area right here is my loss. Makes me feel very blue. In other words, $1 each, I can make $10 more money than my next best alternative. So I might want to, or one of these other 100 firms out there, might want to go to our next best industry. Not that we all want to do it, but it makes sense to get out. And so this would be the case of exit. If you're doing profit, let's do the opposite case. Actually, let's make another video. We don't want to put too much stuff in this, so let's do a video where you're making a profit. Thanks.